Long ago, in an age when kingdoms rose and fell like the tides, there was a ruler unlike any other. His name was Dhul-Qarnayn, the two-horned one. Some say it was because of the shape of his helmet, with two great curves of metal like horns, and others say it was because Allah had given him power in both the east and the west. He was not just a warrior. He was a just and righteous king who ruled vast lands, from green valleys to endless deserts, from towering mountains to roaring seas. Allah had granted him strength, wisdom, and the means to travel farther than any man of his time. Wherever he went, he brought justice, protected the weak, and punished the oppressors. One day, Dhul-Qarnayn set out on a great journey to the west. He and his soldiers rode for many days, through lands of scorching heat, until they reached the place where the sun seemed to sink into a dark, boiling sea. There he found a people. Allah inspired him. "O Dhul-Qarnayn, you may punish them or treat them with kindness." The king, standing tall in his armor, replied, "Whoever does wrong will be punished, then return to his Lord for a greater judgment. But whoever believes and does good will be rewarded and treated with honor." After bringing justice, Dhul-Qarnayn turned his army toward the east. They rode until they reached a land where the sun rose upon a people with no shelter. No walls, no roofs, nothing to protect them from the burning light. Yet the king dealt with them kindly and moved on. His final and greatest journey took him between two towering mountains, their peaks covered in snow, their slopes rough and wild. There he found a tribe who spoke in a strange tongue. Through interpreters, they pleaded with him, "O mighty Dhul-Qarnayn, between these mountains live the people of Gog and Magog, who spread corruption across the land. Will you build a barrier between us and them if we pay you in gold and silver?" The king shook his head. "The power my lord has given me is far better than your payment, but help me with your strength, and together we will build a wall they cannot climb." Men from both the king's army and the tribe worked side by side. They dug deep foundations, piled massive blocks of iron between the mountains, and poured molten copper over it until it shone like red fire under the sun. When the wall was complete, Dhul-Qarnayn stood before it and declared, "This is a mercy from my Lord. But when the promise of Allah comes, he will level it to the ground. And the promise of my Lord is always true." The people rejoiced, safe at last from the chaos of Gog and Magog. Dhul-Qarnayn, having fulfilled his mission, did not stay to bask in glory. He and his men packed their belongings and set out again, for his heart belonged not to thrones or treasures, but to the path Allah had chosen for him, spreading justice to the farthest corners of the world.